Hello and welcome to Monday Night Live 90. Now this is a pre-record. I will be sitting down there or over there in the comments. So welcome to Monday Night Live 90. First one for 2020. We're going to get to 100 this year, I think quite comfortably. So welcome everyone. Let's get to it. So welcome, the first one of the year, and it's a pre-record because I've got something very important to do tonight, and that is to look after my young bloke. So I thought I'd just pop on here quickly, and this is a different sort of show. So if you're used to the normal shows where there's a big subject and all that sort of thing, this is not that show. This is a show that I'm going to tell people to unsubscribe, unfollow, get me out of your live. But we'll get to that in a minute. Very, very important. We've got a black screen because that's about how I feel at the moment with these fires that are going on. I'm horrified watching some of these pictures. I know a lot of the members here are affected, particularly New South Wales and Victoria. Some of the Queenslanders had been affected earlier, but I'm just absolutely horrified about that. Donate if you can, but as I've said before, the attention will die down on this stuff fairly quickly. After the fires go, there is a big push for fundraising and all that sort of thing, and they will, in 6 months' time, people will still be struggling and there'll be less focus on it. So the best thing we can do as prospectors is go out there with empty fuel tanks, go out to where you're prospecting and buy your groceries, go out there with an empty fridge, buy your groceries, buy your fuel, buy all your gear out in the bush where you're going, and support those local communities because they will need support for a long time. So if we can do that as a community, I think it's the same story I've got for the drought. Go out there and support your local communities. They appreciate it, and it's basically it's the right thing to do. So, righto. So, this show and going forward into 2020, things are changing here. Monday Night Live that you're watching right now. This is the last one that will appear live on YouTube. Last one. And even this one's not live, but all of the episodes will go up on YouTube anyway. But it will be live on Facebook. Simple as that, live on Facebook. That's just how it is. So that's one of the changes that affects this show. This Monday Night Live might end up being a little bit shorter as well. Haven't quite worked that out yet. So I've spent a lot of time over the Christmas break looking at what I'm doing, and I think this whole channel, because it's evolved from something that wasn't really planned, it didn't have a focus. So this focus, you'll see down here that we're not talking about gold diggers as much, and that's because this whole channel is going to be about information. It's not about selling your product. It's going to be all about information to help you be better detectorists, find more locations, find more gear, do it correctly, all that sort of thing. So that's going to be the big focus for the year. I'm also going to be when I look at what we were doing, and when I look at the algorithms, if I can say the word, the algorithm is set up for you guys watching. So if you see a post there and you don't comment or react to it, the algorithm actually removes that style of post from your feed, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so at the moment, any sort of post that I put up really only goes to about 2% of the community, 2.4% of the community. So, and that's perfectly fine. So if you're seeing this post and watching this live and you don't want to see this stuff, unsubscribe, unfollow, right, no problem at all, okay? It's not probably getting to you anyway, so I don't care. So what I'm here for is the people that want to learn, want to, be part of this community. That's who I'm here for. I'm here for you guys. So, and it will not be a, we won't be selling on any of the platforms. We're just here to provide information and a point of contact if you need help with anything. So, we're going to change the focus right up so it's got a really clear goal that it's just information and helping you guys out. What will also happen is because only about 2% of people see, 2% of people that like the page I'm talking about see these posts, there will be more posts. They will be varied posts, so there'll be 2-minute tips, there'll be all sorts of stuff that we're putting together. There'll be more channels. You will be able to find us on Facebook, of course, YouTube, of course. So YouTube, just to give you an idea, YouTube will be a lot of 2-minute tips and also more adventure videos, on the lease, that sort of thing. You will find us now, and there's not much content up there, but you will find us on the following stuff: Twitter, Snap, Insta. There's a cool thing come out last year called Instagram TV, IGTV, so we're going to go on that. Tumblr, LinkedIn. We're going to start sending, we're going to start doing a little podcast, which at this stage will probably be interviews with prospectors, fossicers. It'll be just that, something nice and simple. Ideally, we'll release one of them every Saturday morning, very, very early. We'll schedule that Friday night, Saturday morning. So when you're going to the goldfields and you want to put something on the radio and you don't want to listen to that, we'll have a chat and I'll ask prospectors and relic hunters and fossicers in general all about them. So it'll be a real interactive, not about me, but about you guys. So I'm going to send out an email in the next little week or so to again ask people to unsubscribe. So the email, we're going to send out some emails to people like a newsletter. If you don't want to be involved, please unsubscribe. That's what we're encouraging. Unsubscribe and unlike. So with this post, so that's happening as well. We may even put in a club where I haven't quite worked this out what the platform will be, but a club like a prospecting club. It won't be a paid thing. You won't have to pay to join the club. It will be a internet/text club where you can learn off other people, much like a group. It might be a group that we set up that you can be involved in, come and go as you leave, see everyone's text, see what's happening there. So that's still under development. And there's going to be a huge focus on the Daylight Helpline. The Daylight Helpline will no longer really just be for customers. It will be for anyone asking any questions about detecting fossicking, and it will always be manned by someone who is knowledgeable in prospecting, relic hunting. Always be manned. I've been very slack on that in the last sort of, let's say, 6 weeks since we've had some personal issues, but it will always be manned by a cracking someone with some knowledge. Won't always be me. So there's some big changes coming up in that direction, which hopefully I'll get to next week. Hopefully everything's sorted by next week. So that's what's happening, guys. It's the Monday Night Live 90 is going to be, this one is going to be the shortest Monday Night Live I think I've ever done. So I'm lurking in the Texas, so if you've got any questions, just shoot a message in the comments. I will be there on the comments to answer any questions. Probably for the next half an hour or so, I'll be there answering your comments and questions, and yeah, anything you like. And if you've got any feedback about the way we're going, feel free to shoot it to me in the comments. And also, it's an invitation if you want to be on the show, or if you want to be on a podcast, or you've got an interesting story to tell. I will be looking for people to go on the podcast, to come on the show. Much more interacting. It's a much better show when there's two people here. Righto. So, thanks very much, guys. Hope your start to the 2020 has been cracking. We're looking forward to 2020. It's going to be a sensational year. My thoughts and prayers, which seems a little bit not what they're needing at the moment, are with people that are in these fire zones and struggling with the drought. The drought hasn't stopped just because there's a few fires going, or a lot of fires going. So stay safe out there, everyone, and I will see you for a big giant show, big giant announcement, hopefully next week. Thanks, guys. Have a